and that ended up being Slate. So there we go.
So interesting stage choice with Smashville. I mean, it's a smaller stage, right? So both characters can kind of just box, but I feel like Pikachu has more of an advantage with that T-Jolt, of course, to be able to camp him out.
Yeah, this is like historically a very good Pikachu stage, and with these combos, we're already kind of seeing why. Just being able to push the initiative on a smaller stage is really nice for Pikachu.
Yeah, trying to read that low recovery right there, Slate. I mean, you can already see that Slate's kind of just pulling a lot of tricks out of his sleeve, but maybe that'll come back to bite him in the butt. Of course, when you show your cards a little bit too early, it costs you.
But I mean, Steezy does have a decent amount of mix-ups to his name. Oh wow, but Slate does too, man. Slate does too. That little mix-up right there with the down air, nice.
Yeah. And I mean, I've commentated Steezy and I've played against him a lot of times. The thing is with him is that even though he might be doing bad right now, he's not even doing bad. He's doing pretty good right now. He made a huge conversion off of that. But whenever he loses his first game, for some reason, he just turns it up in the next 2 games and is able to find himself, you know, out of really bad situations.
I feel like he treats game 1s as sort of like a test run to be like, all right, this is what my opponent's doing. This is like their sort of habits. If I win, obviously that's great. If I lose, that's not the end of the world. I have, you know, this adaptation downloaded. But with that being said, though, Slate's kind of go crazy.
Yeah, we got those Pika loops. I mean, that's
Steezy's gonna need to find an answer for this for like this game, next game. It doesn't matter. He's gonna need to find something.
Yeah, I mean, Steezy's playing a little bit like, okay, good roll read there, but he's going for a lot of random dolphin slashes, and that's really caused him to be in a lot of, you know, disadvantage. That's just something you don't want to be in against a character like Pikachu, whose combo game is so superior.
And I think dolphin slash is good when you're playing against a very aggressive character, and while it seems like Slate's being aggressive with all these combos and stuff, it's really like, okay, there we go right there. A little bit of a mistimed, misspaced neutral air, but normally Slate's really good at spacing those combo starters so that even if he misses or gets shielded, it doesn't matter too much.
Good dancing blade just to come back on the stage. But at 119, now down to their last stock, you got to be a little bit more careful than that. But that's the good thing with you know, having the lead is that you force your opponent to kind of just be more aggressive. And then you get openings like those back airs.
Oh, trying to go for that early dolphin. Okay, good counter right there. Okay. A little bit crafty. Yeah, Steezy, another one of those like crafty players that like will not hesitate to go for a mix-up.
Absolutely. Go for a lot of things that, you know, your opponent won't expect. And, I mean, like I said before, Slate went for that down air earlier, and so maybe he spotted that out and went for the counter. But who knows? Right now, I don't think that's what he's worried about. I think he's worried about taking the stock.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, Steezy has him at pretty high percentage on his second stock, you know. Slate still has a very big lead, but, I mean, we've seen comebacks like this before, and, I mean, big forward smash right there. Maybe that's the difference maker for Steezy.
Yeah, and all he needs, again, is just to find these stray hits.
Oh, but hold on,
the most out of it. Oh, the air dodge
the frame trap.
Ooh, okay, Slate.
You were stuck. You just had nowhere to go. Slate knew what to do right there, and that's going to be game 1 going to Slate.
Yeah, fair play to Slate to be able to catch that out from Steezy, but I mean, Steezy was kind of making it back. I think, again, there were just so many times where he left himself open a lot with those random dolphin slashes. And you mentioned before, it's really good against aggressive characters, but Slate hasn't really been too aggressive. He's been very, you know, back and forth bait and punish.
Yeah, for sure, and the only time when Slate really gets aggressive is when he's going for like those crazy combos. We saw with the down throw down there. We saw with the frame trap thunder. So that's what you really want to watch out for Steezy. In terms of neutral, I feel like Steezy needs to like slow down a little bit. And I mean, starting off, it already looks like they're kind of slowing it down a little bit. I mean, you see this right here. Already starting off quite a bit slow.
Okay, a little bit of damage. I mean, we were talking about how Steezy needs to play it slow, but I think Pikachu benefits off of that because of, you know, T-Jolt.
True.
And it's difficult to play against a character that has so many different play styles like Pikachu. It really is just up to Slate at that point to be able to implement that down tilt. Good down air. Steezy maybe looking for an edge guard. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get in. Let Slate get back onto stage.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, but like I really like just the way Steezy is just adapting to Slate's movement. And I feel like that's the main thing, like not trying to rush in too hard. Even if he does T-Jolt, you know, we've seen him parry that, we've seen him get the punish off that. Although he didn't get punished there, it's still looking pretty decent for Steezy, at least better than the last game for sure.
Absolutely. Right now, I mean, this lead is pretty good. He can definitely kill Pikachu here because it is a light character. That down tilt's not going to do it. Looking for the pivot F tilt. Not going to connect. Got to watch out because Pikachu
roll a little bit too far,
Yeah. Pikachu's just so good at edge guarding. But finally getting the back air center stage.
Nice. You love to see that right there. Slate still has an opportunity to take this game, but is going to have to come through with a little bit of a comeback right here as he is. The percentage is starting to rile up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. 61%. I mean, really, really good stuff from Steezy. Just to, you know, make sure that he has this lead. Ooh. Almost gets hit by the F smash, but able to space out that get up attack perfectly. Misses the Dolphin Slash, but no punish from Slate. I think he's kind of just winding down a little bit.
And honestly, that small battlefield platform right there, that might have been why he counter picked here, man. You can sometimes get away with that kind of stuff, but you can't get away with that throw right there. He's gonna up smash right there.
And I saw a lot that Slate was going for, you know, a lot of these nair loops, getting the up smash, going for a lot of those nair loops, but because of how low the platforms are for small battlefield, it really disrupts a lot of Slate's combo. So again, really good stage choice from Steezy right here.
Yeah, I do like the stage choice for sure, but we do see a big lead. But let's see if we can close the stock, you know. Pikachu is a smaller character, so it might be a little bit hard poking at Pikachu sometimes, so
trying to
get that. Slate was out for blood with that up there.
But I mean, when you're at low percentages like this, you have to risk it all, right? So.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I mean, it works once you get it.
Yeah, but if you don't, it just opens you up to so many other different things. But Steezy right now struggling to find this kill, and I mean, against an elusive character like Pikachu, there really isn't much you can do.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it is tough, but Steezy, you do have some options. You got that forward tilt, that back air. Maybe even a Ram Shield Breaker like that. And
oh my god.
Just miss-spacing these forward tilts just a little bit, and slowly but surely Slice making this comeback.
Yeah, when you miss opportunities like that, finally getting in there, not letting that slip this time. But when you let opportunities like that slip, it really does, you know, tend to rack up. And you saw, of course, Steezy had quite the lead. Of course, still has one right now, but Slate was making it back.
The gap's been closed for sure, but still, I mean, it's still good. Definitely sigh of relief if you're Steezy to get that stock off, for sure. And here we're back to a more. Oh, nice. Hold on. Okay.
Goes for the up tilt. I think he was just trying to force Slate to, you know, land in an obscure way and just try to get juggled. Because Lucina can do that. Those up airs are really good.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, we're seeing. I mean, this lead has become really big. Steezy really cleaning things up, trying to get a big parry.
Oh my God, spaghetti!
You try to get a spaghetti. That's
oh
my God. Yo, wait, did he B-reverse the counter?
I think with counters, there's a way where you can
turn it around.
Maybe turn it around like K-Rool, but maybe Steezy was just facing the right way at the right time. And we saw that before, you know.
That was crazy.
Fair play to Steezy. I mean, again, when I was talking about, you know, having that sleight of hand, having those tricks up your sleeve, you can see Steezy right there, finally going for that mix-up. So
for sure,
we're going to game 3, and
first
this is
game 3 of the night.
Okay, back to Smashville. Of course, that's a very good option from Slate. Go back to where you won. I can't blame him for that.
Got the color change on Steezy's side as well. I don't know if that matters for him personally, but normally when I change colors, it's like I'm locked in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so far starting off pretty evenly, pretty akin to how most of these games have started between Steezy and Slate. And it's only a matter of time until we see them sort of warm up into it and start really unloading these combos. Starting off with that little thing, that's a little start right there.
Yeah, and again, I mean, any percentage at this point, right, in the Game 3 scenario really does count. And both players really going back and forth, really showing that, you know, these burst options are just coming out for him.
Yeah, and Steezy really trying to mix up his movements. Did a little bit of a wave bounce, or wave land over there, and he's really taking advantage of the movement, man. You really just want to, like, make sure you're not dashing in at the wrong time, you're dashing at the right time, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Steezy has been reading all of these rolls from Slate, but just has been missing all of, you know, that spacing. It's really costing him so much. Again, going for the frame trap that we saw take that game #1 earlier, but this time Steezy able to avoid it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good too. That's good if you're Steezy, but if you're Slate, you're going to be definitely looking for a KO here. You can definitely get some sort of edge guard or ledge trap and KO for sure, but it is going to be a little bit tough as Pikachu. Pikachu historically is like not the most reliable character when it comes to getting those KOs.
Yeah.
But you got a chance here. You're probably going to be in up-throw range like pretty soon, so you got to watch out if you're Steezy.
Oh, the back throw might take it. Oh, no, the up throw. Okay. I think up throw was the better option there.
Yeah, for sure. It's he was in that range and he took advantage of it, and now here comes the combos.
Ooh,
Never mind.
Good, yeah, good Dolphin Slash kind of just to get out of that. But Steezy getting that back air again. he's missing out on so many opportunities to kill. He might roll again. Nope, this time Slate mixing it up. So fair play. But Steezy, you can see he's panicking.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but I don't think there's that much reason to panic. It's really not that much of a deficit, and you have a lot of options here. And trying to go for a little bit of like a untechable situation there, but not quite able. And I feel like, okay, good counterattack right there. Let's see what Steezy can do here. You got that forward tilt, but you also have the 4 there, the shield breaker.
There you go. Finally
there you
gets
go.
the Dolphin Slash.
Dolphin Slash.
And I think that's just what Steezy needed, because it looked like he was getting a little bit discouraged by the fact that he wasn't able to kill Pikachu. But again, it's just a very elusive character, so you can't really be, too mad.
Yeah, I find it really unique just the way Steezy uses Dolphin Slash. We've seen him use it so much. Oh!
Not going to get him. I think if you got the spike, that might have killed. But again, Pikachu's recovery is very good. That quick attack just allows him to get back immediately.
For sure.
Really good parry into that Dolphin Slash.
Against like most characters, that would have been the clip. But unfortunately, we got to go back to the game right here.
Yeah.
Oh, good drift from Steezy right there. And Slate is...
Ooh, gets the read! Finally! Steezy back in the lead. That's just what he was been looking for this entire time to get this lead. And this could be shades of last game where Steezy just had this lead.
Yeah, Steezy, he was in his bag when he did that down smash. He like immediately ripped out like he knew what was going to happen. That was very nice. But Slate kind of in his bag as well, trying to get these combos off, man. And he's keeping it as close as possible pretty much. And
yeah, when we talk about combo characters, it gets very scary at high percentages like this, where you can't really hit your kill combos, your kill confirms and whatnot. So now, as a character like Pikachu, you're relying on straight hits like that.
Yeah, that dash attack. You are again in up throw range, so you gotta watch for that.
That's true.
Also dash attack as well, but I mean it might be a little bit stale. But let's see if this up throw kills.
No, it doesn't.
Nope. Good DI from Steezy.
Could have also been rage. I think last time he killed with up throw, there was a lot of rage on that.
A lot of rage and probably a DI mix-up. But now we get the dash attack KO. It is last stock, game 3. Favorite words to hear out of the local man.
Absolutely. And these are very, very, close percentages. So this can really go any way. Just depends on who gets their combos. And Slate dropping his, missing that up air, definitely could have, caused a lot of distraught for Steezy, but able to kind of bail out of that.
Nah, man, this has been a bit of a slugfest despite the combos. I mean, we have only 2.5 minutes left. Like, we've been going through quite a bit of time with this game for sure, and it's definitely been like very methodical, and it shows how much respect the players have for each other and their options.
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta disrespect them so you can, get in. Especially if you're Slate, because now at this percentage, you gotta get in as much as possible. Getting that, that dash attack.
For sure. Hold on. Oh, that was so close to getting the KO. But
DI?
Yeah, the DI.
Oh,
there we go.
Finally.
There we go.
It could only be forward tilt that kills because Steezy was looking for that so much. But really, really close from both players. I think at the end, it was just Slate really dropping the ball a lot on those combos that really could have done a lot of damage and potentially put Steezy in a very bad position off stage because Lucina doesn't have the best recovery,
Yeah, it's tough, but Pikachu is a difficult character. I think people started to realize that like Pikachu combos aren't as easy as like you might think that they are, and like against a character like Lucina that can very easily wall you out with all these big sword attacks, like it can be kind of rough, But Slate still put up a very good fight and still showed why he's one of those consistent, very solid players. But obviously, Steezy was our victor there, and he did pretty well, man.
Yeah, definitely holding on the fort for Tri-State. Again, like I said, that guy has been improving for such a long time. But speaking of improvements, we got up next to Marcus versus Chaotic Dubs. And, of course, we know Marcus, a.k.a. the Great Gonzalez, before when he was PGR top 50 with Palutena. But he's able to go to Game & Watch. So I think that just shows that, the fundamentals that Marcus has, just to be able to switch his characters and still perform as well as how he did before. Even better, honestly.
Listen, I'm not sure if I call Game & Watch fundies, but Marcus is good.
Yeah, he is good.
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
I mean, I still think, though, that it takes a lot of time to pick up a different character like Game & Watch. Because he's so much different than Palutena.
Oh, that's facts,
wants to get in your face. Game & Watch is really like, oh, you try to approach me, I'm just going to go for my upper. Because Game & Watch really is all about advantage. So he's got to go up against Chaotic Dubs. So let's see who he plays and how he's going to be able to handle Marcus, who has been able to, time out his opponents, but also get in very aggressive with that character.
Yeah, Marcus is like a bit. I mean, he's kind of known for being like a more like campier kind of player, but they are honestly like pretty versatile in terms of their play style. It's just that like there's just a lot of situations where they end up playing more defensively, but they can definitely get aggressive, especially, you know, in the earlier rounds. I feel like when, you know, maybe there's not as much like pressure on their shoulders, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'm curious to see how Chaotic Dubs fares up against Marcus. I'm not familiar with Chaotic Dubs.
Yeah, we'll definitely see who they play coming up in a short while.
I like the tag, though.